Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. To all my new subscribers, hello, welcome. My name is Margaret. I am from the Netherlands. I do paper crafting, junk journaling and treasure hunting. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos and leaving comments and such. I really appreciate it. It is Monday, so let's get back into crafting. I have a prototype on my desk. Let me tell you how this came about. I watched a video from Eva BohemianCrafting last night where she made a quick and easy, simple mini journal thing. It was neither quick nor simple, but it was fantastic. And she made them with some of her digitals. So I purchased the digitals, well, 2 of the kits that she was offering at the time. And I made something a little bit similar, but then again, completely different. So let me show you what I've made. What I have made is a mini journal made from an envelope with pockets. So you open it up like so. Yes. Then there's a pocket here. You can see this used to be an envelope. And then you flip it open again. There's a small pocket here. And I made sort of a small signature in here. And then you open this up and there's another small pocket here. So you just can, fold it in, close it. You could have another pocket on the back, but this is just a prototype. So I want to make this with you today. Yes, I am going to use a lot of supplies. Some of them you may have, others you may not have, but there's always some alternatives for them. So let me show you. I have used one of my large, I think these are called legal document envelopes. Yes, I coffee dyed these. If you don't have this, you can also use like a bigger, just, envelope and then cut half of it off. What you need to do then is glue this bit down and then make this corner the same as this one. Yeah. How you do that? You just fold the corners together. Do not really fold them and then cut all around them. Yeah. So you have the same shape. So big envelopes. I have these in my shop. I have 2 sizes. This is the smaller size. I will give you measurements later. I have used some of Eva's digitals. This is just a scrap that I still have. It is called My Favorite Flowers. I will link it below. I really love this one. These are just backgrounds with all sorts of old ephemera pieces, receipts, ledger, and in beautiful colors. I love the light blues and the pinks and such. So I printed these out. I absolutely love them. Thank you, Eva, for making these, because this is right up my alley. It's a big kit. Also has some other background papers, some normal ones, and then these with flowers on them. So it's a big kit. So recommend it. Not sponsored, not affiliated. So these, I am using some of my washi tape, some colors that correspond with the colors on the digitals. I cannot tell you. Well, I got these on AliExpress, but I do not have links. I'm sorry. And this one I've bought locally. Some lace. I'm using some lace. I'm also using my sewing machine. Very optional. You don't need that. I need to practice with my sewing machine. I'm using some inks. I'm doing a little bit of stamping, not a lot. And then for the real tools, I am using, this represents my scoreboard. I'm using a scoreboard. I'm using a letter opener. Yes, I'm using my cutting knife, scissors probably, and glue, corner rounder, and a circle punch for, the holes in the pockets. And probably some bits and bobs. But the main things are now on my desk. The tutorial is going to consist of 2 parts. A technical one, which we're going to do now, and then a decorative one, which is going to be very much fun. So let me give you the measurement for this envelope. Yes, this, when I fold the envelope completely open, it is 14 1/8 of an inch. So it's basically 14, let's say 14. But when I close it, it is 12 3/4 of an inch. Yes, so hopefully you have the same measurement. If not, try to figure out what I am doing and then apply it to your size of envelope. Okay, let me tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to be scoring. Yep, I'm going to have the closed part this part that is now closed, we will open it up. So the bottom side of the envelope all the way to the 0 line over here. Yes, I am going to make a score at 3 3/4. There you go. I want to create a little bit of a spine here. And the spine is going to be 1/4 of an inch. So then I'm going to score at 4. There you go. So when we fold this now, it will have a little bit of a spine. And I like that because that gives a little room for the signature. My next score line is going to be at 8. So first we scored 3 3/4, but now we are scoring 4. So it is 1/4 of an inch bigger, this whole bit, than this bit. Why? Let me show you. Because when I fold this part in, I want there to be a little bit of room before the spine. That's just my preference. So when you're using different measurements, be sure that you leave a little bit of room. Again, making another spine. So I scored at 8 and then at 8 1/4, because that is going to be the next spine. So we have 2 spines now. We can fold it in like so, and then we can fold it in like so. I'm going to flip the whole thing around like so, butt it up against the 0 line again. Then I'm just going to use the natural fold that is in here. Yep, that is going to be my score. And then again, I'm going to score 1/4 of an inch. And that is almost the same opening as it is here. It just leaves a little bit here. So that is all the scoring. Yes, for mine it is 3 3/4 and 4 and 8 and 8 1/4. Flip it around, follow the normal score line, and then 1/4. Now let's do some folding. So I'm just gonna fold on all the score lines that we made. Really gonna burnish it. Just making some small spines. You can basically do this without spines. Yes, no problem. I just like the effect of it. So you could just have a sort of a trifold, fold it in 3 parts, and well, love's your uncle. But I know I'm gonna make it a little bit more difficult on myself and on you guys. Let's see, just this one left. Be sure it's lined up everywhere. And then we have the last one at the entrance of the envelope. Right. Now when we fold it in, it will look like this. A sort of a box. It leaves a little bit of room here, but that for me is on purpose. You can have it touch, but I'd just like to have a little bit of room. So that is the basis for this small journal. I want to open up the bottom part of the envelope. I really like this one, has this cute little flap. I really want to utilize this one. So I have a letter opener. You can maybe use it with a Stanley knife or scissors, but I think this works best for me. I'm going to be very careful, just maneuvering it under and then trying to sort of wiggle it to open it up, trying to not poke through this flap. I really want to keep this part intact, the top part. If the bottom is a little bit damaged, that's okay, because we are going to cover it, but I really like to have the top part sort of intact. Will it work? This is the hardest part, guys. It really is. Yes. See, it's damaged here and it has some paper here, but that's okay because we are going to cover this. Right. This part is not coffee dyed. Also, speaking about coffee dyeing, if you don't have an envelope that is coffee dyed, no worries, just distress it. Yeah, with your ink, just to stress it, or maybe you like it to be white. That's also a possibility. But then just with distress it. Right, I will leave this as is for now. Let's do some decorating. For decorating this cute little journal, I am using, of course, Eva's digital kit. You can use anything you like. Do the Horse Lovers kit or Summer's Bounty or any sort of paper that you have lying about. I just want to do this one. She has shown me a completely new technique that I've never seen. It's not hard or difficult, but I just never seen it before. I'm going to use this page because I am in love with this one. This is my favorite. So what she did was, instead of cutting all the pieces and decorate the pieces, she did all the decorating in advance and then cut them into pieces and just have them random. Which is a little bit scary. Random could be scary, but it can also be fantastic. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my these three washies. I have limited myself to these three, I believe. Maybe I have one more in mind, but these three. I just want to add some strips of washi. The digital has some sort of lines because there are squares on here. So I want to utilize that to follow the squares a little bit. I am going to rip some washi into the bigger one. Just to have some sort of a torn edge to them. And it's going to be sort of random. So I just want to follow the lines. I think that'll make for a nice sort of pattern. This one. And I have this one. It's like these have sort of paint swatches on them or something. So I really like this one. I have that one over here. There you go. And you can have a random piece over here, of course. Just, random. We try to do it that way. But sometimes I cannot stop thinking maybe there's going to be a card over here and here. So, yeah, sometimes I think too much when I do this. Isn't that lovely? Yes. It is on AliExpress, also known as my Uncle Ali's. Piece here and then a small piece here. Let's do a piece here. Yeah, still a lot of confusion. Is that a Dutch store? Uncle Ollie? No, it's AliExpress. Do we have enough? For now, maybe I'm gonna do some edges. Tell me to stop, guys. You know me, I'll just keep going. So yeah, I've never seen this technique before. Collaging on an already existing collage. But I think I'm gonna do that a lot. Yeah. So now the tape is on here, and absolutely optional to use lace. I have this lace that is very fine. It is white, but it doesn't really bother me because it's very transparent and it's going to be on a colored background. Just some not so heavy lace, very small, very dainty pieces of lace. And I'm just going to have them on some strips. You do not have to have these on the strips. You can also have them just, random, like anywhere. I will attach them for now because I will be sewing them on. Yeah, let me show you what I did. My sewing is still rubbish, guys. I'm sorry. See, I've sewn them on. But I do want to attach them. This is optional. If you not want to sew it, then you don't sew it. Then you just glue it. And then you glue it better than I am doing now. I'm just gonna be sure that they are stuck down. For now, I want to have a piece here. What I also did with the other, with the prototype, was use my sewing machine to sew the signature in. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. It's rubbish. It looks like rubbish. Because I cannot sew straight. For a little bit I can sew straight for just, you know, a couple of centimeters, but after that it's all wonky. Let me show you. It really is all wonky. Look. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Very nice, but it doesn't really work. I have some over here. Yep. So yeah, it's cute. And all the numbers on here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's see. Let's have a piece over here as well. I don't know how we're going to cut this, but if we have some sort of leftovers, that's fine. You can use them in other projects. You can make beautiful tags or journal cards. I can do this for hours. Yeah. Just decorating sort of these pieces. You want to follow here? A bit. Yeah. The prototype I didn't really decorate after I finished making it, but maybe if we have time, I will do some more decorating. Perfect. Now, guys, what I want to do is just sew all these pieces on with my sewing machine. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that off camera because, you know, there's going to be some not so nice words spoken. What am I doing? This is not... Yeah, no, I am rubbish at sewing, so I'm not going to do that on camera. So I'll be right back and hopefully it all worked. And then it will look like this. Easy, right? Yes, I've been working on this for 45 minutes. Yes. It's not because my sewing machine and then the thread got loose and then this didn't work and I had to get the manual out and how... no. So I'm really... Sewing machines and we are not really friends. But it looks sort of great. Yeah. So now I want to make these panels. They're not all the same size, so do not do all the panels the same size. Just measure it for every panel. Where is my envelope thingy? Yes. So I want to start with the real cover, and the cover is going to be this part. You can also have it open like so, and then fold it up this way. I'm just going to do it as I did with this one. So this is going to be my cover, and I think I want this piece on it. So I'm just going to do some measuring. Let's see. I am going to leave a little bit of room on all 4 edges, as I always do. I believe this is called matting in a sort of scrapbook term or something like that. I don't know. Just leaving a little bit of room everywhere. So I'm going to cut it over here. And I'm going to cut it over here. Yeah? Okay. Let's use my cutting machine, also known as paper trimmer. Let's see. Here was a line. I am just going to trim it all the way to the end. Which means I'm going to lose a little bit of this lace, but that's okay. And then I've made a mark here. There you go. So this is supposed to fit on here, like so. Yes. So what I'm going to do, I am going to do all the panels. This one, this one, this one, this one, and then there's one more on the back. So I'm going to measure all of these pieces and cut all of them out. I will not do that on camera because it's going to take a long time and it's boring. This is a piece that will fit nowhere, but we can make a beautiful pocket out of this. Yeah. So I'm going to cut all of these pieces out. I have all 6 of them ready. I had to make another collage. Yeah, that was a bad thing. We love doing it. Because I only got 3 out of a sheet, so I have used another piece of paper. So that's nice. Because they are all different sizes, I have put numbers on the envelope and then numbers on the corresponding panels for gluing it on. To make sure you glue the right pieces on. So what I want to do now is inking. I want to ink all around these. I am using frayed burlap. I'm just doing one, guys. Yeah, just inking all around it, nice and a bit grungy. You don't have to do this, but you know me, I like it a little bit grungy. There you go. So I'm doing that, but I'm also doing, even though it is been coffee dyed, I am doing some edges that I think need a little bit more again. And what I'm also doing, and especially on the outside of this envelope, when you fold it in, on the outside we have these spines. And I really want to accentuate these spines by inking them a little bit. So this one and here on the other side as well. So I'm going to ink all around it and all around the cards. And then before we glue it in, I need to make a small adjustment here. But first, let's do all the inking. All my cards are inked and the envelope is inked all around. And I want to make 2 little adjustments. I'm going to show you this. See, we made a spine here and then I was left with this piece over here. And the score is just on the edge. So what I want to do is remove this bit. It is going to be a little bit tricky. You can use your scissors or a knife. I have this one. So I'm going to use this underneath and my knife. If you don't have this, then just be really, really careful. And maybe your envelope entrance doesn't have this, so you don't need to do this. I just want to do this because I want this to look a little nicer. So I'm just gonna remove this last piece. You should use a ruler, love. Yes, much better idea. Let's have it straight. Be careful not to cut into the other side of the envelope. We just want this piece over here. Yep. Right, and the last bit I'm just going to use my scissors for. I'm just snipping this bit off here. Yes, I'm also going to do that on this side. Again, I'm just sliding this in. Bring my ruler here. Taking off the tiniest bit, and that's only because of the way my envelope is made. Maybe your envelope is made a little bit different. Then hooray for you! I did not do that with my prototype, and then I was like, why doesn't it want to fold nicely and such? Have it in frame, love. And it was because this was in the way. So let's get that out of the way while we still can. There you go. Okay, let's start gluing. I'm gonna glue, where's number 1? Here's 1. Where's my other number 1? Here's the other one. Yeah. This was going to be, I want to have it this side up. Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's upside down or not, because that doesn't matter either way. Let's have some glue and a piece of paper to glue on. For gluing, I'm just using a regular glue stick. Doesn't need to be fancy. You can use art glitter glue, but the problem is, if you want to sort of maneuver it to be in the center, art glitter glue won't let you do that. No, it's like, you wanted glue? There you go. It's glued on now. Ta-da! Job done. And a glue stick. This was 1. That's not 1, that's 4. And this is 1. Yep. Do I have it the right side up now? Hopefully I do. There you go. So I'm leaving a little bit of an edge on all sides. See? Fold it in, fold it in. Yes, yes, it's the right side up. This is number 6. Let's do number 6. Here's another one. I have so many pieces left that I think I want to make some more pockets. Also, I've used my small Velcro dots for the closure. I forgot to mention that when I told you what we be needing. I am gluing this as far as to the edge of the paper as possible. Yes. Over here, and we want to make a sort of a top notch here to indicate that there's a pocket there. There you go. Number 4. Are you gonna do all of them on camera? Why not? Why not? Well, a couple of them. Rubbish sewing. I still think I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong somewhere. There's this like sort of wheel on my sewing machine for tension of the stitch. I don't know. No clue what it is used for. But I need to figure that out. This is a little bit bigger than the paper underneath. So be sure not to stick it down to your envelope. Otherwise the pocket will be glued shut. Yes, I'm going to do all the panels. They're all on there and it looks fantastic. Yes, if I do it like so. Ta-da-da. Yeah, really nice. But I really want to do something with the spines. You can leave them like this. But what I did with my prototype was I stamped them. Yes, because, you know, I have this stamp from Mr. Tim Holtz that is the exact size of the spines. It's a 1/4 inch. So I want to use sort of these colors, and I have that because I have speckled egg and saltwater taffy. And it looks really nice. So I want to use these. If you don't have these stamps, you can also use something else or just scribble on it. And if you're really adventurous, you can cut a strip and then glue it there. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm just gonna use the stamp. And there you go. I'm gonna use it here and here. And then here I'm gonna do the blue one. There you go. Yep, it's a little bit over, but that's okay. Doesn't need to be perfect. Not a baby wipe. This is just, you know, a wipe for cleaning your home. So there's no lotion here, but it is a little bit wet. And then the last one I'm going to do with speckled egg. Love this color, hardly ever use it because it doesn't really show up. It's very faint. But I think with a stamp like this, see? Yeah, that looks amazing. Am I going to do the insides as well? Only this one. But because here the signature will be sewn in. So I'm just going to do this one. There you go. I want to decorate these flaps. This flap has not been coffee dyed, so I really want to cover this. This one has been coffee dyed, and I really love the blue that goes very well here. So I just want to make some sort of decoration on here and not cover the whole bit. I am covering the whole bit here, and this one and this flap. And for that, I am using my tape again. Yeah, because then you don't really have to measure and cut out. You just need to, you know, put some tape over it. Yeah, I thought that was a very good idea. If your tape is too small, then you can use 2 pieces. I'm going to do that on the flap here. I'm not going to flip it over to the other side. Because there's all sorts of round corners in here and it would look really, really messy. So yeah, see? Really nice. Then let's do this side, because this side is a little bit trickier. See, I did 2 sort of tapes on here. So that's what I'm going to do with this one as well. I'm going to use this one for this edge. Like so. I never use my tapes for this, but it works really well. And this one, and this one. What I want to do is have it with a little bit of a rough edge. So this is going to be a tedious job because I do not want to rip it in half. I just want to tear off a small piece of the edge, just like 1/8 of an inch, a couple of millimeters. But that is not a very nice job to do. It does take a long time. So I'm gonna rip off a little bit of this edge and then we're gonna glue it on. Yeah, so that took a while. Guys, some things I'm doing off camera just to have this video not longer than an hour. Because I want to use most of the time to do decorative things. There you go. See? I think it looks great. And the corner and also over here. There you go. All decorated. Now for the inside, because I really like the blue, I just want to do some random pieces. There's washi tape everywhere now. You can also do some stamping if you wish. I just want to use the washi tape. I have a little piece here and a little piece here. Some random bits and bobs. Now for this one, shall we do 2 of these or just 1 of these? Let's do just 1 of these. If you don't want to use your washi tape, you can also, use paper to cover it if you want to. But this is a much faster way. And let's be honest, we all have washi tape that we don't use. Use it up so I can buy new ones. There you go. Flip, 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 flip. Great. Let's make some closures. Yes, I have made 1 like so and 1 like so. Let's do that. If you have a tab punch, you could punch out a tab and use that for sort of a closure. But I have lots of labels, as you may know. And these are from the Summer's Bounty kit. And I've printed them and printed them and printed. So I have like a gazillion of these because I absolutely adore them. And you can use them for anything. So yeah, I want to use these as, a closure. Like so. Inked all around them, then I have to fold them. The problem with this is these are hand cut, so if you fold them they're not going to be exactly the same. Well, this comes really, really close. So then you have to ink a little bit to sort of mask where you didn't cut them the exact same size. I'm going to use normal glue stick to glue them together. Like so. You could have had it on like so, like glue it on here, but I really like this edge on the outside. That's why I did it this way. Yeah. And then a small strip. I am using art glitter glue for this because it's going to be tucked on, so I really want this to be stuck. Oh, I'm covering the beautiful number. Why? Yeah, and then the same with this one. No, with this one I'm going to do it the other way. I'm just going to fold it in like so. You can use any label. Did I ink it? Putting glue on the inside. I am using art glitter glue for this, over here and over here. And then I'm just gluing it here in the center. Like so. Yeah. So there are sort of tabs where you can open the flaps. You can leave it like this, but I want them to really close, yeah? To close this. What you can do, if you don't have my Velcro dots, put an eyelet in and then put a string through, yeah? Does that make any sense? But I want to use my Velcro dots. I got mine on AliExpress. You can also buy these at on Amazon. I am trying to figure out, guys, how Amazon links work. I will figure it out. But that's mainly because I hardly ever order on Amazon, because in the Netherlands it's not very cheap to order on Amazon. So we have two sides now. We have the fuzzy side and the clear side. I want the clear side to be over here and the fuzzy side on this label. So that is why I just put them together. Put the fuzzy side to the label, to the bit that we hardly ever see. Yes. And then fold it in how we want it. Gently. And press it. Carefully lift them from each other. And then press it again. See, because the clear one, it is visible if you look at, well, you need to really look for it. But the fuzzy bit, you will just see a white dot here. That is why I do it like so. And then also on this side, they have different sizes of these, I believe. I think this is a ½ inch one or something like that. I don't know, a smaller one. Before I found these, I just used a whole sort of roll of Velcro and then cut out smaller pieces. Again, fuzzy bit on the label. And this over here, like so. See? Now what I want to do is make a sort of a thumb notch here. Don't need to do that, it's very optional. Let's see if I can find sort of the middle. There you go. Need to ink it. And then also on the other side. I'm making a very small one here. Otherwise too much of the blue will show. I don't mind it like this, because it's blue and it works well with the rest. Close it up like so, like so, like so, and here. Now we need a signature. So with the prototype one, I used my sewing machine to sew it in. Yeah, and then it will look like this. Well, mine looks like this. Probably yours will look great, yeah, but I'm not going to do that again. So I'm using, and for all of you who don't have a sewing machine, I'm using the stitching in method, yeah? I saw Eva do just 2 stitches. I'm Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So this is the papers that I have found. This is a double-sided sort of digital piece of paper that I still had left. I thought it went well here. And then some coffee dye. I dried this in the oven. You can see that. This is some of my let's call it hospital paper. It was too big, so I folded it in. And then more coffee dye, just a scrap of, you know, notebook paper. And there was a rip here. And I just put a band-aid on it with the washi tape. And I thought it looked pretty cool. So yeah, so I'm gonna have this as my signature. And I'm gonna stitch it in. I have this pink wax thread now, so I think that will look really, really nice. Everything the right side up, please. In the middle, where you want it. Yep. Using very big paper clips just to hold it in. Come on, paper clips, work with me. There you go. There you go. If you're gonna do multiple signatures, you need to do some measuring in advance. I'm just gonna do one signature, so I'm gonna poke some holes. It doesn't really matter where. Where is my felt? There you go. In the middle. Don't have it like this, just have it a little bit at an angle. I want this to be the middle. And is it now? Let's check if it's also in the middle here. Yes, that's the middle. And then one more on the top. In an angle again, check in. Yeah, sort of the middle. Doesn't really need to be very precise. And again. Right, so 3 holes, leave them like this. You can use any sort of thread you want. That is a little bit bigger than normal, like embroidery floss or something like that. But I have this in pink, so I thought, yeah, well, we love pink. Big needle. I have bought this set. This is a bookbinding set on AliExpress. Well, years ago when I started doing a sort of junk journaling. And I highly recommend that. They still have them. It comes with an awl, with these needles, probably with a spool of this, and also with, mine came with 2 or 3 bone folders. So yeah, very handy to have. If you're measuring the thread, have it 2.5 times the length. So 2. And then I'm starting in the middle. I always start in the middle. Leaving a bit here. Then go to the top or the bottom. Doesn't really matter where you start. Either or. Let's have all the papers in here, please. Can we do that? There you go. And then, not in the middle, but on the opposite side. There you go. Pulling it tight. Yes, be sure this stays. And then we need to get back into the middle. And that's the trickiest part. For some reason it doesn't want to work. Yes, here it comes. Okay, this is the middle thread yet. We started here, so I want this thread to be on the opposite side. Like so. Pull it tight, not too tight, otherwise you will rip the whole thing. And then you make a knot. 1 and 2. Ta-da! Signature. is in. See? Also, I really like we used the pink because of the pink stamp here. Yeah, did not even realize that. So the signature is in. Close it like so, like so, like so. There you go, mini journal. I'm quickly going to check how much time we have left to do some more decorating. We have a couple of minutes. So I really want to use these two pieces that were cut-offs and have some lace on them. So I want to make two sort of pockets. I want to make a pocket here using this one. So I need to cut it a little bit short and then slant it. I was thinking to have it slanted. Yeah, I think so. So I want to cut it here. And I'm using this pink line here as sort of a guideline. I don't have time to make ephemera to put in here. But, you know. And I want this to slant a little bit. Let's make it a little bit more interesting on here. Is that cute? I think so. I am going to ink it because I need it to stand out against the background. See? Over here, like so. Using art for this. I'm gonna glue here, here, and I'm gonna glue here, but you can leave this open and have it as a tuck spot. I want this to be sort of a real pocket. Not all the way to the edges, just, you know, have it on here like so. And then I have this piece, and I think I want to make a pocket on here, on the signature. Why not? Why not? And it would be sort of make sense to have the lace on the top, but then it will line up with this. And I don't like it, so I'm gonna be brave and put it on the bottom. Yeah. I'm gonna make a thumb notch. Why not? I have it handy here, so we can do that. Just a small one. Again, inking it. There you go. There you go. See? Like so. So no more pockets, but I do want to add more labels, of course. Why not? I'm not adding more washi tape, I think, because there's plenty on it. I have the label kit, the pink label kit from Michelle at the Junk Journal Studio. And I love these to go, you know, on here. Why not? They're pretty, right? So, yeah. I have art glitter glue at hand. That's why I'm using it, not because it needs it. It doesn't really need it. But I just want to add some more interest on here and there. Doesn't need any here. Also have these labels without numbers that are pretty cute. How about this one? Yeah. Have I used this before in a video? I can't remember. They're really, really pretty. Oh yeah, I want something here. Something that says numbers. Yep. It is just so handy to have like a small box with these that you can grab when you're decorating. I don't think the front needs anything more. Maybe over here. Something. What is this? It's a bit too bright, maybe. Make up your mind, lovey. Oh, numbers. Let's do this. Just a tiny one. just because I want to have something on here. It already has lots of numbers, of course. And then a big label on the back. That's maybe a little bit too big. What else do we have? Oh, that looks great. Yeah. You can obviously do a lot more decorating if you want to. But I think this is it. Let's go do the end result. Here they are. This was the prototype that I made very early this morning. Still love it. I made some boo-boos. Yeah, so I decided to make another one that didn't have any boo-boos. I did not decorate this any further. However, I did decorate this a little bit more. So this is one that we made today. I put another label here. I thought that looked really, really nice. So I opened it up like so. And then we have a pocket here, put another label here, of course. And then I put a little number here. Love it with the lace and the messy stitching. Then we open it up. We have a signature with a pocket, something on it. I did decorate the signature a little bit with just, you know, some tiny bits and bobs here and there. See, like these. I love these little labels, Michelle. I really like them. And the colors go very well with this project. So yeah, small signature with just a couple of labels. A label here. And then we have an opening here. This is another pocket. I'll put a small label here. And then on the back we have another label. Yeah, so that's it. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. It is, well, it is a sort of a tutorial. I will put chapters down. If you want to see all the measuring, you can just skip back to the chapter and such. I will put 2 links down below. One for Eva's beautiful favorite flower kit. And one for Michelle's pink label kit. Yeah? Perfect. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. And I will see you back again tomorrow with another project. Until then, bye guys.